Hey everybody, how's it going? Rockley Smiley here. I just have a little preamble before we get into today's Soma episode. I wanted to apologize because there actually ended up being a bit of an issue with the audio from this recording. What ended up happening was the audio got pushed up on my mic to 100 because Skype auto adjusts things, and I usually catch it, but I didn't see it on this one, and the audio clipped for most of the recording. I did my best to compress it and normalize it and figure out how to best get it to a reasonable level. It still sounds not great, so I'm just going to be honest about that. And it's really unfortunate that it happened on this episode. There's actually some pretty interesting story stuff that, well, I made sure you could hear the audio in the recordings of things that I'm listening to in the game, but my voice is a bit overpowering compared to it, and I tried to balance it out as best I could. It's not great. The other option was that I could record the whole thing over again, or dub over it. The dubbing part was probably not reasonable, and recording it over, well, it wouldn't be blind anymore, and it would really diminish the impact of some of the scenes. So, I mean, I maybe made the best of what I could out of the bad situation that it is. I'm never always sure exactly what to do with these types of things when I run into audio issues, which is why I usually am a lot more careful, and normally I catch them before they get to this point. So, anyway, I just wanted to say I apologize for that. It's not a thing that will happen ever again on this series, and I just tried to do my best to fix what I could with it. I'd spent like 40 minutes actually just playing with the compressor and trying to get things as close to okay as I could. But right now it sort of sounds like a bad headset mic. It's a little clippy still. It's, it's not great. But thank you for bearing with me on this one. I'm sorry again, and I will see you for the next episode where audio will be back to normal. All right, enjoy the episode. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back for another episode of Soma. Hope you're all doing well. As you might remember, we are now in search of the Quarantine Dunbat, which we need to get the Ark out of the Abyss, hopefully. I think all of those words I just said made sense. I still need to maybe re-look over some of the story notes, but I'm trusting that it'll start to come together a little bit more. But we left off in this big old creepy room. I found this little light over here that you can turn on and off, and of course it flickers for dramatic effect. And ratcheting up tensions are a thing that I've been noticing in the last few moments, although we have a bit of a mild reprieve, I think, before we kind of go into the storm, which I'm presuming is going to be through this door, if this is a thing I can do. Oh. I guess the demon's here now. Alright, probably should have waited. Let's see about maybe going in here. Robin Bass. What do you have for me? I bet we're gonna talk in a second here. What is that green? Oh, like paint stripes? I thought there was like acid spilling down the walls or something. Any lights in here? Yeah, probably should like press the light switch before I get worked up about there not being lights. Okay, right, yep. That's a really strange way to kill yourself for the sake of turning into a digital human, I guess. That's a bit of an unfortunate end. And, oh. Okay. Bad feels are happening. So, I was wondering if anybody out there, this is maybe a bit of a technical question, but anybody that knows a bit about how gamma works with games, I would be curious to know if you have an opinion about the gamma settings on Soma, because for some reason I've noticed when I turn those settings up in this particular game, and I've hardly ever, if ever, seen this before, it seems to increase the gamma settings of my entire monitor instead of just this window, which is a strange thing that I've noticed, and it doesn't really do it evenly. Oh, what is this? So anyway, it just kind of makes everything look really gray and not properly contrasty. Although on the recording it tends to look fine, it's just when I'm playing the game. There was something written on the bottom, and I can't tell what it says. This has got to be from her kids, right? This is like a pencil holder from her kids. Please. Alright, the only way that I think I can manipulate this object is to use the zoom in, zoom out to turn it from Auntie, for Auntie. Yeah, there we go. So, that explains that. I was onto something there. Alright, what does this say? We're all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang and the continuity. Oh, okay. This is really creepy and sad at the same time. Flower encased in some sort of something. I don't know, it's coming across sounding like a bit like glass there. A lot of children pictures, waving. Is that London? Old man on a horse. Pictures of home, I guess. Aw, nice kitty. Is there a picture or a... No, none of these have text on the back, and yet they let you turn them over in a scanner. Wait, that was always on the floor, right? I thought maybe for a second I knocked it over somehow. Yeah, I know we're getting into a lot of, like, searching through drawers lately, and that might be a bit frustrating. But we'll get back to the proper searching for things soon. I have to say, I had a very different expectation of what this game was going to be primarily about. I guess there's this expectation when it comes to frictional games that it's like, because of Amnesia, everybody's like, hey, this is going to be absolutely terrifying, and the tension's going to be freaking crazy all the time. It has its moments, sure, but it's largely been kind of tempered for large sections of it. There's been a few moments that were very horror, and then there's been a lot of moments that have been a bit down-tempo, sort of slow and speculative. And there's a surprising amount of exposition and narrative and dialogue, which are not necessarily things that I thought I would come across. Did I not open this before? No, apparently not. But I think this is just sort of like a false expectation that I created for myself, and I'm not saying that they did anything wrong here. But I think the marketing engine, plus the people that get really into these games, just sort of propagated that this would be the reality of the situation. In reality, it's just a different game than I thought it was going to be. I'm not saying that like it's a loaded statement. It's totally fine. But I'm also curious to know if things will get more horrific as we get to the very end here. Creepy lockers. Trying to be thorough, but I might be getting a bit too thorough. I know we need to look at this. Some sort of engineering schematic. Oh, does that say Maser? Maser tool safety? Microwave radiation. This one actually has something on the back. Electric hazard. Don't look into emitter. Emitter and battery are hot. Hope I don't have to memorize those, but, you know. Scary looking symbols. I'll take those seriously. And is that all we get out of this one? It's looking like it. Alright. Have I triggered the angry beast? Fully expecting there to just be a thing standing next to me at some point soon. It is a terrible ball. What is it made out of? Paper mache? Sounds like a freaking hornet's nest hitting the ground. Alright, so we've got a lot more exploring to do, I have a feeling. I think I may have walked over here for just a moment before. But yeah, clearly not meant to hang out in this area. And just to be thorough, just making sure I can't see anything useful up there. It's a bit silly, perhaps, but, you know, an old habit of mine is whenever I see an area that looks inaccessible, a way to quickly test to see if it truly is inaccessible is take a quick walk to the places where you can't really be very easily and see if you can see a usable item or anything that looks interactable, and then all of a sudden you've got a cue that tells you you can hang out there. Alright, this is not anywhere I need to be. The bathrooms, we've looked at these already before. I think we're just done with this zone. That door seemed inaccessible, right? So I guess we just have to kind of go back and look around a little bit more. Did we pop in here already? I think we did, just for a sec. But I think I said this on the last episode, the more I play of this, the more I am being intrigued. A little bit by the premise, but also quite a bit by just the expectation of things ratcheting, right? I mean, the idea that we're gonna get... Oh, here we go. We're gonna get into some position of story climax, and I want to see what's up.
And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
All right. So there's like insect legs.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, let's just erase some data. That seems like a good call, right? What is that sound? Is it spinning up tape? It's like the future past. These files, Berg, compressed Nakajima, neurograph, continuous time. Why would I want to erase all these? Would this stop things chasing after me?
David Munchie.
Oh.
What is this?
It's the resonance cascade. Should I erase David Munchie from reality?
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munchie's templates. A legacy scan.
Oh. Wait, so is this actually reality then? Okay, wait, so... That's big news. What if, when the guy took my information, he had me scanning and all that, he was actually super evil man doctor, or, I don't know, maybe he thought he was operating under a positive pretense, but, he ended up maybe using that data that he found for me for both his research and also for this? Let's hear these. Yeah, this could be useful information.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
Alright, so we just kind of skipped consciousnesses from when we were getting scanned to maybe the moment of my death as a real person, which caused me to wake up in the chair in this facility? Could that be it? But why? Why would I have been in the chair? I don't know, still a few things don't quite add up for me.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed. The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. It's made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Wow, that's really sad. Alright, well, that kind of explains all the things that I was just thinking. I can't imagine not having seen these audio recordings. Like, if you were able to skip this, and I don't know if you are, but if you could somehow not notice that these are here, that would leave a big ol' hole in the exposition. Alright, so I died in 2015 on June 1st, or around then, and my brain scan ended up being co-opted into this facility by virtue of this doctor who submitted it somewhere, ended up going wherever it went. That's pretty wild. So actually the twist here was that there wasn't a twist, which I actually really appreciate. The whole time I was just expecting that I would wake up at some point and be me again. But I don't think we're going back. Or if we are going back, it's not going to be the way that I thought. Maybe it's in the form of some virtual simulation. So why would I erase data here? Is that really a thing that I would want to do?
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
Right, but that's still the missing piece, is who put the brain into the suit and hit the power button, and why then? There's still something that's missing here. Definitely got my attention, though. This is definitely a lot more interesting now. And this was actually, this one little audio log here was the missing link of me going, you know what? I'm kind of into this story now. And not that I was super out or anything before, but I was sort of in a holding pattern waiting for something like this to happen. And I knew it would happen eventually, but I didn't know which direction it would end up going in, and this was an interesting direction. Alright, let's troubleshoot. Cannot connect to mainframe. Please reset router and sublevel vault or Okay, let's just contact maintenance. I'm sure our IT guy will help us out, right? That's how things work in the future.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the art project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
All right. Somehow is Catherine behind this? Was I the final piece that she needed in the puzzle to make the art happen? I don't know, that still doesn't seem quite right. I'm not entirely sure I get it yet.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
I'm surprised that she's not telling us more at this point after the drastic revelation that I just had with those sound recordings. I figured there would be more back and forth, especially given there's been so much back and forth about things that were really not necessary to talk about, in my opinion. I mean, things that were just a little silly. Simulation assets. This seems like an important bit. Alright, I took it, so clearly it was. I'm gonna assume we're gonna get the exact same message here. Yep. So we've got to reset the router and find the mainframe room. Is this the mainframe room?
Where I would store the
No.
ARC scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
That's not necessarily a value judgment. Maybe at the time their scanning tools didn't pick up the same level of dynamism that they can now. Alright, what is that? Oh, it wants me to hit this? Alright. So I'm looking for a working one here because I can hopefully create... Ah, there's one. I can synthesize a person's...
An intact memory chip.
There we are.
If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
She said the thing I was trying to say, but better. And was that the whole story? I don't know if I'm looking for more than one of these, but I found that rather quickly, so I figured why not. I love how all of them start facing away, because why? Like, what reason would there ever be to put them facing the wall, really? I think that was probably the only intact memory chip out of this entire set, right? It's just funny, even, like, when video gaminess happens, even in, like, futuristic things where intelligence is the most important. Why did I just pull that out? Oh, am I putting this in the keyboard or something? No, I need to figure out how to fix these. Oh, that's the slot.
Fix that mainframe connection.
I did the thing. Did I do the thing? Or is that still... Okay, that still stands, right? Yeah. I didn't know why that would have fixed the mainframe, but I was just thinking that, you know, I had 2 cards, not 1, so maybe that's good. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of moving objects around, I've noticed. It's alright. Let's, maybe not go in there. I mean, we've got quite a bit of blood under the door. I mean, that'll happen in a lab that seems to be covered in blood. I really love these ankle restraints here. These are great. Always good when you need to strap people down for work. So where's the server room? I don't think I'm gonna... This looks like as servery as a room as I could probably get, but... Were there other controls here? Not really. All I could do is erase a whole bunch of data, which I don't really think is a great idea when I don't know what it's gonna do for me. I think right now we're in sort of a... Let's find all of the options we can get and not mess with stuff. Pilot seat. You could play with fishes, and your mind transmits to that. Yeah, no, I follow. You kind of don't really need to spell it out that much. Where else even is there, though, to explore? I feel like I've kind of gone through the whole area that's available to me. Gone in there about a dozen times. I guess I may as well backtrack and just take a quick look and see if there's another door. I don't think I can get in there, can I? Or what about... Oh. My bad. I didn't realize I could go downstairs.
Helpful report. Be quiet, the proxy listens. What happened to Theta? No explanations anywhere.
Kind of sounds like a warning.
The proxy listens. Yeah. Alright. You know when you're a little kid and you're scared to go in the basement? That's basically where we're at right now. I'm gonna assume this door is not openable until I had just finished that last area. Putting those cards in, perhaps. This seems like a less than practical place to be. So the ceiling collapsed and everything kind of squished together. Okay, that's probably the server room. That looks very servery. Oh, but so does this, actually. Different kind of servery, but servery nonetheless. This looks like a Doom 1 servery area, where there'd be zombies involved. Are we gonna do a Pac-Man maze here? I never get to be the ghost. So I think the proxy is right there, actually, so we're gonna go this way. It's listening, so I should probably not move around as much. I've noticed, actually, it seems like they've mapped senses to these things. The first one seemed to be all about sight. This one is sound. Wait, actually, well, not looking at something is kind of sight, too. Maybe the first monster was touch? The taste monster is going to be pretty wild. What is that? I don't know what I'm looking at there. I'm going to probably need to throw those to misdirect the thing. This is just like a dead end, actually. Yeah, it's probably directly to my right. Oh, here's a thing. Oh, is that it? I made some sounds by accident. This is a pretty spooky looking spot. It may be chasing me right now, but at the very least I'd like to go see about what my options are for... Here we go. For the restoration of reality. Yeah! The creepy old server farm, right? That is, like, really large. Do I actually want to stand here? No, probably not. I might have to circle back. I don't know if I necessarily got the work done that I needed to get done right there. I'm walking, not running, by the way, for the sake of noise. The hope is that it'll lose me, and it seems to have. Well, geez. I don't know if I should bother. Part of me was saying I should probably go and look to see if I needed to do another thing with that console. But I did make it out anyway, so that's good. What are the odds that it would be in here as well? Maybe this is just a quick dead end. Yeah, I think it is actually. Theta life is active. Lease management failing. Yeah, alright, this is not where we were meant to be, but can I get back up? I hear a baby crying, that's always bad news. I mean, I guess... Oh, no, I can mantle. I kind of figured that was just not a thing, but good. Is it coming out of the door now? I'm just gonna keep moving. What? Oh, is it up here? I heard a squish sound. Sounded like it was right next to me. They've done an interesting job at sort of partitioning off the scary space to the safe space. I always thought that was a really good strength of the first Resident Evil. Oh, here we go.
What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines, thinking they are people, is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Anyway, I was just saying, you know, when you go in for the save points in Resident Evil, how they get the ink ribbon set up, and it's like, you expect that, for the most part, you're going to be in a safe room. The room has got some nice, happy music playing. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of a separation between the two things. And also, I was thinking about the nature of this whole simulation of people. It's like, when you separate a person's brain, like you scan their personality and their behaviors and such, it's still kind of missing the wild card of emotions and chemicals, right? Unless they simulate that too, but we haven't really talked about that. So I wonder, if you take a person and separate those chemicals from them and how it affects their moods and things, like, does that leave you with a drastically different person? Or is that still the same person? I don't know. Let's see. See if this works. I really hope it does, because otherwise I gotta go back down there. Oh, man! Now I feel like an idiot. All I needed to do was stay there a little longer. Alright, sorry. I'll run back. This way. I did see on the... Oh, I didn't see that before, actually. Maybe this is worth touching now? Checkpoint? Bro fist. Now that I know that I'm not going to wake up as an actual human again... Oh, that killed all the power here. Oh, so long safety. And now that I know that...
You're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
Where on earth is the sound coming from? Oh, is it like right on the other side of that door? I can't do anything with that door, right? Maybe later. Yeah, it's like super right there. Yo, have this.
What do you mean? You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
Going by your reactions, I'd say he'd be pretty upset.
What is going on in there? Alright, so I need the Omni tool to get in that, which I assume this will be the next place I go, but the Omni tool is still over there with Catherine on it. So, yeah, it's not going to be a thing just yet. Alright, back we go into Creepyland. Probably shouldn't be running into the whole thing, but... well, we'll just see what happens. If I die, I die. It's happened a couple of times. You know, to be honest, I haven't died that many times in the course of this. Oh. Checkpoint again? I wonder why now. Did something change just since I was here before? Alright, let's get a position on this thing in the first place. I know I need to go back left. There it is. And I should be able to kind of just hop around here. Oh, it just looks like a thing out of Silent Hill, actually. And unless it knows the corridors a lot better than I do, I think we're pretty much evenly matched on this confrontation, where I basically just wander. Okay. Now what? Please reset router. Router timed out. Remember to flip the switch back. Oh, that's what the deal is. Alright, so it makes a bunch of noise. And then this thing will come down after me. And basically, I just have to wait here until I find the right moment to strike. Of course, they would make me stand in the creepy dark place for quite a while. Where's it coming from? Right? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Will it know to go around this way, or will it come the other way? I don't know which yet. Oh, there it is. It's actually just standing in front. It doesn't know I'm here, I don't think. It's going left. Oddly enough. It seems to want to make sure that this computer is not getting reset properly, which is curious. Can I press the button? Oh, flip switch to confirm reset. Yes, I've done the flip. Now I think I just need to get out. Right? I've done the flip. Why is this... oh, there we go. Online. Now, unless I walk into him, should be okay. Oh, that's bad. Or is it? There it is. It's kind of stupid. It expects me to panic. As long as I walk carefully, it should be just fine. Manufactured scary moment, but still, definitely tense. Cool. Should be safe now. Just kind of close that door so we at least know we can run away. And we shall leave. And now we'll know if the thing's chasing after me, so we'll be able to see the door open. I'm just sorry that I didn't get that the first time. I figured I'd just need to hit the button, but, you know, I should have thought a little harder about it.
This better have worked. I'm not going down there again.
Yeah, twice is enough. Now that the power's out up here, I wonder if that means spooksters are gonna come after me or what. I do not know. Alright. Got a good jog. We got our cardio in for the day. Let's load up our chip. Slot 1 chip, please. Yes, slot 2 chip, go.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Okay. Who here would know a security cipher, and why would I know that they would know a security cipher? Is this because I remember them from cross-referencing? Oh, I was supposed to probably remember who they are from the list on the other side? Okay, I think I want to just take the ambiguity out of this scenario, and I think I'm just going to try and solve it. Unless I can get to it from here. Does this have... There was one that showed their jobs, I thought, but I don't remember where that was. It may have just been the same place, and the same information on the other side. This might be the wrong thing to do, and my apologies again if I'm wasting more time here. But, well, you know, blind playthrough. Things happen. So I'm going to run over to the other lab and just take a quick gander and see if this was indeed any other information that was provided. Staff, yeah, this is the one right here. So there we go. Let's find somebody who looks like they would be able to deal with this information. Someone who could decrypt a security operative, perhaps? Strohmeyer? Intelligence analyst? Sarang? Strohmeyer, Sarang, System architect? Ivashkin? There's so many. Although, I guess... Well, systems engineer, Catherine Chun. Biometrics. Oh no, biomimetics. That's different. Intelligence. It's probably Strohmeyer, right? Now I need to cross-reference the other list with this list. Why can't I just have this over there? Alright, so Strohmeyer, Sarang, Peterson, probably one of them. I'm gonna lean towards Strohmeyer if he's on the list. And then I'm just gonna hope that my memory serves me well enough for the other ones. But I do believe this is how we were supposed to put this together. And my apologies if there was actually a way to pull up that information on that other terminal. I don't think so. I think the point is you're supposed to remember it, but we'll see. Thankfully, the lab is fairly easy to navigate. Alright, so who do we have? Strasky, Sarang. Didn't have Strohmeyer, so I went for another one.
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Oh, excuse me? Is that the end of the whole thing? So all I need to do is just click on them and then you'll tell me if they work or not? I don't remember which is from the Theta Security Group. But that would have been a good hint.
That one won't work either. Look for security people at Kronstadt or Strohmeyer.
Kronstadt or Strohmeyer? Well, they're not here. You know what I'll do now is just keep going. Because you seem to know better than I do.
No, I don't think so. Strohmeyer recruited people from
Wow,
the evacuation
bad luck.
sites. They should also know the cipher, if you can find one of them.
This is a fairly short list, so... should get one soon enough.
Okay, try actually reading the info and then pick one.
Funny how many of these names I'm starting to recognize now as we've talked about them so much. It's like a sci-fi... What? She's just angry at me now. It's like a sci-fi human resources management sim. I don't know why she's so mad at me. Is she in such a hurry?
Very promising. I'll just load them up and get the simulator.
Okay.
There we are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan.
It took me like 7 tries. Which would we rather talk to this guy in a beach or a ski lodge? I'm more likely to take seriously some situation if we're in a ski lodge, I think, than a beach. I wonder if I'm supposed to know this.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What is this? Where am I?
Take a deep breath, Mr. Wan. Everything is fine.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I need your help. I have to get the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
Please, we really need that cipher.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Char. I'll punch your teeth in.
Okay.
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
Is he more of a beach guy? Or maybe he'd prefer none, that way he knows that it's an artifice and we're not lying to him. Maybe that's the trick question.
That wasn't so bad. Stromeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Don't be afraid.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
There's no need to worry.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Don't get upset, Mr. Wan.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you.
Wow. Dude loves the beach.
Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Or maybe this is just about me doing all of them. I don't know. Let's see.
That wasn't so bad. Stromeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? How did I get here?
Don't be afraid, Mr. Wan.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Listen, I really need your help. I need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here. It's empty. It's too empty. There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here!
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
Weird. So there was just no answer there. The point, I guess, was to subject him to multiple environments and then realize that none of them would help. We need more data. From where, though? Wait, so what's his name again? Brandon Wan. There was, in this room, some audio files, right? So maybe I can find out some information about him here? No. Yeah, that was just my own audio files that had stuff. Alright, so actually I don't necessarily know. Where else can I find information about this guy? Oh, what about this? Test environments. Okay. I guess we'll upload all of these. Float tank, beach, Versailles. Water-filled steel tank, sensory limiter. Alright, that makes some sense. Agreeable interior test, excellent. Data reconstructed by WAU, do not use. With pilot seat, better continuation, not necessarily for ARC. Well, it sounds like sensory limiter is what they want, because he gets really overwhelmed really quickly. Restricted file. Copy to none. What about the Versailles option? No. Alright, now how do I get this file out? This is getting silly. I need a way to... I don't know, use my tool? Catherine, could you maybe give me some more 4D, 3D on this one, because I'm a little lost. What are we trying to do here? What about this one? Does this have information about him specifically? Yeah, it just has a scan log. It's not useful. What are these freaking computers that they have so little data on them? It's like, these are just as capable of as any of the others, right? Why can't we just figure it out? There's no back here. I can't, like, mess with other variables, so he's just kind of stuck on that. Oh, I can pull the card out. I didn't expect that to be a thing, actually. Scan projector active, insert a chip containing scan data. Wait, maybe I want to put this back and take this one out? And maybe I can load it onto this chip instead? Right, because this contains the environments and modules, so this is where we're going to have to upload it to the external device. Now, copy to... How do I... Oh, that's for the... Got it. Perfect. I think we've got this sorted now. May as well copy them both, I guess? Corrupt data? Alright, maybe they don't want me to use that one. Nope. 44% free. I mean, these are the same ones I had before, right? This is like the most frustrating freaking set of computer options. Chip already on file. Did I not have scan room, I guess? Okay, well, let's try that. Maybe he feels then like he woke up in the same place that they put him under? I don't know. I had my mind set on the Versailles location or something, but let's try that. Maybe this was the missing piece of the puzzle. Scan room. Let's do it. Don't be stressed out, bro.
That wasn't so bad. Soma really got me worked up, bastard. What? Where did... Alice?
Mr. Wan, can you hear me?
Chun? Where's Alice?
She had to leave. Listen, I really need to know the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that?
Oh,
This is the trick.
No, it's okay, I promise.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is...
come on.
Won't break me, Wow. You hear me? You won't break me!
This guy is such a freaking loose cannon.
How many times are we gonna have to do this?
Come on, Simon, don't give up now.
Let's start freaking playing the same thing over and over again. Alright, where else can I use this? Because I don't see myself getting more data out of this, this setup over here. Everything's freaking broken all the time. Hook me up, man. That'd be funny if it just, like, wasn't corrupted then. There's no other variables, though. None of these let me, so I guess the solution is not here. Which is a very strange red herring, I guess. I don't know why I keep trying the same thing as if it's gonna fix it all of a sudden. It's, there's something I'm missing. And I don't know what it is. Trying to think if there could be any correlation between erasing data from one of these. There's no slot for a chip here. Maybe that's the next idea I need to consider. Look for things that have a slot for a chip and then take it from that point. Was there more data that I could get from that other terminal where I found the information about them? This is certainly not right or helpful. Really loving that. Yeah, this is creepy. At least it's not watching me, I guess. And was there a chip spot on the other computer, I wonder? Maybe there's just more stuff I can do with that chip if I take it around someplace else. Really silly, though, that, like, we've got to run all around this lab to get to other computers. Like, well, I guess the network's down, but I just rebooted the server. And why is the data corrupt? Stop making that corrupt. Could there be something over here? Maybe let's find his room and find out what would have made sense for him.
Here we go. Brandon will
Okay.
the lock for you.
That's why I couldn't get in before.
If we get to know him, maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
That's a good point. Alright, that's actually kind of clever, and I was being a bit of a dingo for not thinking about it. Alright, let's get to know our new friend here. August 14th, 2103. Hackers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Krier, and I moved into Theta today. Hackers said he'd stick around for a while longer. That crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but goddamn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. Did my ARC scan together with Alice. Strohmeyer told me...
It's a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Dude, he said that like multiple times, didn't he? That where's Alice part? That's really silly if this is the prompt that made her realize that that would be a factor, or made me realize whatever. Kind of weird. A little bit adventure gamey, like point-and-click adventure type thing. Strohmeyer told me that the hangover basically killed me. Such an asshole. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple hours later. The biggest pain was that Chun girl. She's so fucking uncomfortable. At all times, it makes my skin crawl. Okay, so... apparently doesn't like that lady. Strohmeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Yeah. Just heard that Komarabi survey team is going to Delta to pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. Chess. A lot of chess. Alright. Made a frog. What's in his locker? Oh, we're probably going to get some data. Oh. Fairchild Award for Achievements of the Engineering Youth. That's a kind of a cool looking award. Looks like a lock, I guess. Pictures. Alright.
Brandon, you ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
Just something that I do now. Oh, one more thing, and I think we're done. Actually, that's very neat handwriting. I probably didn't need it here, but... oh, okay, so they're actually together to some extent, I suppose. Brandon, I'm really a mess thinking about the scan. Everyone is being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how you said you would hold my hand during the scan? If the offer still stands, I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple days to recover. Kisses, Alice.
I found more evidence suggesting they were together during the scan.
That's okay, Sherlock. We got it already. We should focus on simulating Brandon 1.
Well,
Cute.
you know, this is pretty useful information as well. I don't know why I would disregard that for no reason. But I think I've pretty much picked his room entirely clean now, and we've gotten more than enough, so... I suppose we're good to go for the next time. We'll go back and we'll simulate the situation that gets us that data cipher, and I guess then... well, maybe we go into that big scary room full of blood and gore, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, we've gone a bit long on this episode, but hopefully you enjoyed it. We had a bit of some slow moments in there too, so, well, I hope you enjoyed the perusing of data and putting together a character situation for this guy. And of course the being chased by a lumbering something, which I don't really know because I didn't look very closely at it. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Later.